Hi guys, it's another beautiful e noontime to us, and you're here back at Jaydens Entertainment Channel. Today, I will share to you how to breed step by step all about the Guppy breeding. But before that, I will just check these Shubunkins because this Shubunkins has a scale loss already. You look at that one. This is actually a female beautiful Shubunkin. It is actually due for breeding, but it was bitten by this naughty Oscar fish. I think this one is hungry, so but I don't know, this is not hungry because I'm everyday feeding them and giving them with special food. And also this tank alone has this goldfish. Maybe you will ask, where is the Japanese kois? Oh my god, well, I have to tell you honestly that my Japanese kois died because of electricity, because remember, I just placed them in that very small tank, and I just realized that kois will just need a big deep tank so that they can breathe without this oxygen. And also this Ryukin goldfish, it one is more beautiful. In the rancho, I have the red caps. This one is the rancho, the breed ranchos. I placed them all here. What about the red cap Oranda? What about this red cap? We have the Blackmore. And they're growing so fast. Well, this one is the Blackmore, I think. Yes, you are Blackmore. This one is growing so fast because of the kind of food, the kind of attention, the kind of care, and the red cap is here. Look at that red cap. That red cap is really beautiful to see inside the aquarium, but I am growing them out. And this one are the guppies that I was telling you about. How to breed this one? As you can see the system, I just use this DIY fish tank and the live plants. With those, and the guppies are hiding there. I found a pregnant. That one is still pregnant, but that one has burst out with babies. And I will show you later the babies. We already placed them in the separate tank. That one. Last week we featured this one because we were buying this one in that pet store. The pet store that has snake. If you watch that video, and then if you haven't watched that video, you can browse that one. So you will see that guppies that they are having good colors. In this one are the zebra danios, not are but only is, because that is only one, and I am looking for a pair of that one. That female guppy is still pregnant because that is it has actually more than 20 or 30 babies inside, and the babies are already here. I already placed these babies with this zebra danio baby. That is the group of them. I mixed them in one because they cannot practice cannibalism with the zebra danio babies, and they are, you will see that there is also one mosquito larva there. And then I have fish, I have a lot of fry of this one. And and the thing is that it will not just need big attention. You just need to place them with tank, small tank can do. You cannot place them in a very small bowl where can fish hide, because they cannot even hide inside a fish bowl. but they can propagate inside in that type of water gallon. You will see that a water gallon, if you will just slice that one, you can start already your breeding of this guppy fish. And that guppy is called mosaic guppy, German mosaic guppy. And there is also Dumbo mosaic guppy. There is a red albino full red guppy. But the problem on about the albino full red guppies is that the albino full red guppies are baby eaters, so that to have a massive production on these guppies, you can provide them with a net, a cage net for the breeders, and you need a tank, and the space is bigger, and that method is proven, and the some breeders success is about on that method, that breeding of this albino full red, because they are really baby eaters. They will eat, they will consume, they will devour their babies, and if you will provide them with net, the babies will easily escape. What about the mollies? Well, the mollies, you can the same thing with the guppies, but for me the mollies, they are also baby eaters, so you can provide them with this that DIY net for them. What about the swordtail? You can provide them with that DIY net, because the swordtails are really very voracious eater to their babies, to their fry of this fish. Another method on breeding these live bearers is the live plants. Why the live plants? Because when you are breeding these guppies or even other live bearers, plants really are really very accommodate to this environment like mines. If you don't have live plants, what you what's the another thing that you can do? You can, maybe if you have a budget to buy plastic plants, you can buy that plastic plants. But in my observation, guppies will really thrive inside the live plants. You can use nylon threads or nylon from the sack of rice. You will just red the sack of rice. You just red it one, as I showed you in my previous videos. But still, the success on breeding these guppies is still in the live plants, because I also tried to use that nylon sack for the shubunkin, but they haven't hatched their eggs. Maybe they're not ready yet on hatching these eggs of this shubunkin. But that is different. I got some mistakes before, that mixing these guppies to kois to this goldfish. No, you really don't to place that, to mix the guppies to your goldfish and kois. Why? It's not the guppy will eat the scales of koi and goldfish. No, no, no. But the goldfish and koi will really eat the whole guppy fish. And that is the principle. And number two, when you're breeding guppies, you will not need a very big pond for them as the koi fish or the monster fish, like the arwanas and the oscars. You will not need them they will not need a very big tank, but they will just need a shallow tank. Why? Because if you will place them in a very deep tank, they cannot massively propagate, because they just only 3 pieces, for example, and you place them in a very deep tank. they will have a hard time to pursue, to chase each other. But if you have more than 100 breeder guppies, or example, 200 pairs of guppy fish, you can place them in a very deep tank. Why? Because their population is very plenty, and there are more males than female, and there maybe they're same number with the male and female, but I'm telling about is there are more males will pursue the one female. But the problem, if you have very plenty of guppies, the guppy, the breeder guppies, you will consider that some of these guppies will really disturb the breeding of this one, and when the parents and the breeders are disturbed, the breeders will actually eat this fish. So that I am placing this fry of guppies into the separate tank. Why? Because if you will place them in the breeding tank, they will really disturb the actual tank of breeding. So we are placing them to another bigger tank, as you see. And my principle is, what you see is what you get, because you will see that it is just a very small, without any scam or any what you call this one, any lies about this one. I just blogging to you about guppies is the real ones that you can just see. And what, as I told you, what you see is what you get. I am not growing out these guppies in a very big tank, because I don't have that very big tank, and you can propagate your guppies inside your breeding tank. You can place them inside the 5 or 10 gallon aquarium for them to grow and expand their body. And we will now talk about the business of this one. The business of this one is very easy. You will not have the fast rule on breeding these guppies, because these guppies, you can sell them at 10 peso. Or if you have a massive production of guppies, you have the in one pair you have already 300 babies inside. No, maybe we can just lessen that, but this is not impossible for the breeders to have 100 babies inside their tummy. Because the order of this female is more bigger, and these babies are just very small. So the 100 pieces that I am telling you about will really burst in just a month. They will just burst, and the selling is 10 peso, and you have 100 peso. 10 times 100, you will just add the 0 to the 1, you have already 1,000 peso in just breeding of this one. But what if you have the 5 pregnant female, and they gave birth for each of these female gave birth for 100, so that is 500. 5 times 1 is equals to 5, and that 500. Well, I'm so sorry that maybe the computation is very, that I am referring to the big breeds. But yes, maybe you have a big breeds, you have 100 pieces, so each of them are 500 pieces already. 5 times 1 is equals to 5, and you will just add that 0, that you already have 5,000 peso in just a month. And if you have plenty pregnant female, and it has a 100 babies inside their bellies, And we will just estimate that the babies, all in all, you can just harvest in 1,000 babies, and you will sell that at 10 peso. That is already 10,000 peso. So if you have 20 pieces or 30, and you will sell that in 10 peso, 3 times 1, and just add the zero to that one, you can already have 300 peso if you have 30 pieces. But if you have 50 pieces, you can have 500 peso. And that's the business. Actually, there is no hard rule, there is no fast rule in breeding these guppies. So I can recommend this fish to you guys. This guppy fish. This can uh, survive the needs of your family actually. But next time I will teach you how to breed this Japanese koi or goldfish. Maybe we can start to talk about goldfish first than this one, or maybe shubunkin first, because these shubunkins can propagate more than 2,000 in just 1 month. Well, maybe we can talk about the shubunkin now. Well, the shubunkin, if you can have 2,000 of that one, and you will sell the fry of that one for only uh that shubunkin is very cheap. Maybe you can sell that in 5 peso. 5 times 2 is equals 10, and 10, you have already 10,000 peso for that matter on breeding this Guppy is a shubunkins. And that is true also for goldfish and Japanese koi. But for goldfish, you can just bait that in 30 peso. For example, the Ryokin, you breed a Ryokin and it hatches 2,000 eggs, and you can sell that at 35 peso. And 35 35 plus 35 is equals to 70, so you can already earn 70,000 peso for just several months. So that's the thing that I can share with you so far. I hope you may just continue to like and share our videos, and please subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do it and hit that notification bell for you to be notified for our upcoming and exciting videos. Next video, we will go to Koi Central and the pet store, the fish store in the market, major market that I'm referring to, the Moonwalk Market. So that's the thing, only here at Jaydens Entertainment Channel. Goodbye guys. See you in my next video.